asking you what happened to you, till you're looking at your friends, what happened to you, till you're looking at your life, what happened to you. Lately I've been staying up till 3 a.m. I kinda like it better when I'm on my own. Writing up a text that I should not send. I know I've been distant.
All right, everybody, it's week 2, game 3 of Commonwealth Esports. It's your old pal Sneezes here. I'm here with Jinja Ninja. We're just getting into pick bands. Sorry about the delay, everybody. We had some technical difficulties. You know, Commonwealth Esports tradition. So, Lionheart Esports is losing 2 bans this game, I believe, due to time delay and use of an E-sub. So, last minute subs come with a ban penalty, and time delay comes with a ban penalty. So, first ban coming out on G3 side though, Garen, going after only 2 genders. So, great name there, dude. That's super good to have on Twitch with all the recent events. But that's neither here nor there. So we're going through the Garen ban, and I believe he played it last week, Jinja. Don't you think so?
Yep,
He played it. He had a good game.
I played with him on some normal games. He's a self-proclaimed Garen one trick, so it's a pretty safe target ban.
Yeah, I mean, if you go into a game with if you go into a league as a one trick, you're gonna get banned out. So Ezreal, Morgana, Kai'Sa, we're seeing a lot of bot lane focus. I think Morgana's been a popular ban across the league. You know, was it banned in all 3 games? I definitely remember it banned last game.
It was banned in the game 2, game 3, but I don't think it was banned game 1 because it was played in game 1. So high priority on the Morgana.
Oh, it was played game 1. So yeah, pick ban 100%. Yeah, good call.
Yep, here's the traditional pick bot lane, pick jungler for the first 3.
Yeah, I don't know about the first pick Varus. I think teams are misusing their first pick. You know, we saw it last game on blue side too. I know it can be daunting to have first pick and be like, oh, I have to blind pick no matter what, but I really like G3 getting their engage out early though. You know, Leona with a good engage, Rek'Sai with a good engage, so they have a plan.
Yeah, I don't.
How do you feel
like
about the first pick Varus? You don't like it either?
Low mobility ADC is not something that you can safely first pick in a lot of matches.
And see, they're gonna go the Jarvan anyway. If you're gonna do that, I'd pick it.
Yeah, I'd rather first pick the Jarvan. I don't know. I'm not liking the way these teams have been utilizing their first pick.
Yeah, I don't know how the teams are running their drafts. Maybe they're planning it, maybe they're not. My advice, teams, you know, pick up a coach, find somebody who can help you with draft. Tons of people are willing to do it for free. I literally do it for free. I won't help you because I'm busy, and I'm already helping people. But you know, if I can do it for free, someone else can. You can definitely find somebody who can help you out with pick ban. It goes a long way. I like the Lulu combo though. I was a little skeptical of the Varus just as you were, but you know, you got a lot of power there with the Varus Lulu. The shields, the health, you know, the what I'll call pseudo peel. Yeah, the movement speed, the attack speed. Yeah, there's so much that goes into there. You know, if she gets a redemption, ardent sensor, it can get really, you know, Varus can really do a lot of damage.
I think Lulu was a good choice. I'd rather see her as an enchantress instead of something like Nami against the Leona, because Lulu can play a little bit further back than Nami does. Nami has to, and it works very well with the Jarvan.
And better poke, and you can dissuade the engages with the slow. You know, you just have so much. Lulu can really control the bot lane.
Whimsy, if they go in for a level 2, ooh, I think just take somebody out for 1.5 seconds.
The Jace ban. And I like the Corki. The blind pick Corki is super nice. You're being super nice to your top laner. I think red side, we've seen both times the mid laner got the counter pick, but now you're giving it to your top laner. And you're saying, hey, I really don't care who you play. I'm Corki. I'm going to get the package. I'm going to wave clear. I'm going to do a lot of damage this game. Not a big deal. So, I really like Mount Uhard. Sorry, I can't deal with these meme names, guys. You guys are killing me. So, all right, Mr. Hard. Oh, and the Rise too. This is super swift. This is Rise top. Blind pick Rise top. I don't really.
They're definitely gonna shift.
Is this Corki ADC? Are we talking Leona Corki here?
Possibly. I don't like that lane.
I don't like it either. I think Corki really belongs in the mid lane, especially with the power of the package, you know. the roaming potential in the package is so good. Zoe is a nice blind pick here, assuming it's. I have no idea what's going on. I'll be totally honest. I think this is mid-rise ADC Corki, and now top lane still gets the counter pick, like we said. Teams are flying through the draft, though. There's obviously priorities. You know, I like the Varus, Jarvan, Zoe. There's some good combos there, and the Malphite helps. I really like Lionheart's comp. I think they could have drafted it way differently.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I think the pick order was a little
I would have
weird.
moved the Jarvan and the Zoe up the priority list, and then pushed Varus back, because you can get Varus last pick if you want. And it's definitely rise top. So yeah, totally interesting comp from G3 here. Hopefully built on a foundation of comfort, because otherwise you have to worry about the synergies.
Yeah, I 100% think that Lionheart Esports has the better team comp. The Zoe
Agree.
pick feels a little weird. Lining up with the Malphite, Varus, Jarvan, Lulu, they all are very strong team fight champions. Lulu kind of suffers in that because she fires in a
And
straight line.
you knew that it was Rise at that point in the game, right? So I don't
still,
know how I feel about Zoe Rise. I feel like it's
well,
actually
it's probably Kassadin mid at this point. I think it's Rise
yeah,
top Kassadin mid.
but yeah, you're right.
What you're saying that they didn't know that the Kassadin was coming?
Yeah, they thought that it was a Rise mid, and then they thought the top laner was coming. That's kind of what I thought at that point in the draft. It also went by super quick. I feel like teams were kind of. I feel like both teams had their picks and were like, we just want our picks, and that's all they wanted. And if their pick was up, they took it when they wanted it. Like, I feel like both teams wrote out their draft order on a piece of paper or something, and then just did it regardless of what the other team picked. That's what these drafts feel like to me.
I think G3 has a wild team comp. Something that they're definitely lacking is physical damage. Rek'Sai
Yes.
is the only. Corki deals more magic damage than physical damage. Rek'Sai is the only physical damage dealer on the team, and that's not a character that is an AD threat as the game goes on.
Yep, exactly. Unless Rek'Sai absolutely pops off in the early game, Varus, Jarvan, Lulu, Zoe, and Malphite all have different ways of shutting down engages. So good luck, Rek'Sai, being the sole AD damage dealer. I also think G3, you know, something that you pointed out last game was an issue around sieging. I think G3 has mild sieging at best and significantly worse sieging than Lionheart.
Oh,
You know,
Lionheart has great sieging with Zoe and Varus.
Yeah.
Like,
And
if they
even
just,
Jarvan can provide a lot of utility in a siege.
if they ever get up to the turret, just the flag can provide a lot of attack damage or attack speed for his team.
And the
if
shield, you can body block. You can. There's so much that you can do. I'm assuming this is a tank Jarvan.
I would think so. They have a. Actually, I would rather see the AD Jarvan. Both,
Because how squishy G3 is, you can take advantage.
yeah, like Ryze and Kassadin have a lot of HP in their build, but I think Jarvan can go more bruiser heavy, go warrior, get maybe a Maw. If he wants like a lot of MR, go a Visage instead. But I think Cleaver, Titanic Hydra are good items on Jarvan, and being another damage threat can be good, because if you look at the damage, it's mostly Varus for Lionheart, unless Malphite goes AP.
Well, Zoe is still going to deal her damage too. I don't want to discount Zoe's damage in this
But
comp.
I'd argue that Zoe's damage is worse in team fights than most other champions in League of Legends, just because it's gonna hit Leona and stop most of the time, unless she's working very hard on flanks and hard angles with her Q.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot of dependencies. You know, I'm assuming this is an attack speed Varus. They could go full poke comp if they're crazy. You know, they could go armor pen Varus and, you know, siege out with Varus Zoe. Like, there's so many options. There's so many choices you can make with a champion like Varus. And I'm just not scared of the Corki. I'm not scared of the Kassadin. I mean, I'm totally open to be proven wrong. You know, I've been wrong a bazillion times, and maybe the full AP comp works, but I feel like you really need to have all the stars align, and that's kind of what we're looking for when we look at G3.
They G3 definitely has to has the weaker early game comp. Rek'Sai is very strong, but Kassadin and Ryze are bad early game champions.
Rice should have lane control though. Like I don't think he's gonna win lane around solo kill power, CS. You know, he's not a Kali. But I think against a Malphite, he can keep the wave where he wants it, and he can get a CS lead and kind of manage everything. It is still a ranged into melee matchup.
He just needs to survive, really. But I think G3 has the later games scaling team comp, but I don't think it'll matter very much. Especially,
Hmm.
I'd be very interested to see if Malphite goes AP and just tries to one shot the carries, because that's a very unstoppable force. Once he gets enough AP, he'll just kill you over and over again.
My guess is he'll be tank here, so you can synergize with Lulu and Jarvan.
That's most likely what he's gonna go
Most
for.
pro style comps, you're gonna go 3 tanks, two carries, or Lulu's gonna be that soft enchantress, especially with exhaust. She's gonna shut down a lot of Kassadin or Ryze's damage if they get up, or Rek'Sai, excuse me, Kassadin or Rek'Sai if they get up close. So I feel like they're playing it. They're gonna play it conservative, and Malphite's gonna be a tank,
Most
and he
likely.
kind of has to be with the Ryze Kassadin. It's an odd scenario with the Malphite because he can't really build armor and he
Yep.
wants to. So
It's a very
I would
awkward.
go
It's gonna be an awkward build path.
adaptive helm first, adaptive helm merc treads, and you know I would dare the Rek'Sai to gank me if I'm Malphite. That's what I would do personally.
I think Malphite can be soaking a lot of pressure, but Rek'Sai should be looking more towards bot lane.
Hmm.
Leon is a very strong, engaged champion. Corki is
You
not
have
going
to
to provide
you
much when it
have to
comes to
shut down
ganks.
Varus. You have to keep Varus in the dirt as long as possible.
He's going to
That's
be
really your win
most of the late
condition.
game. Yeah, I think
And your
Lionheart's
siege, your tower taking. I mean, I would just to me this is like
protect the
the most
Varus.
bot lane centric game we've seen in the season so far.
Yeah,
The Varus is just like so threatening and can do so much. Even if he's poke Varus, right? He could still be going Comet here and just being full poke with armor pen.
I think I'd
Either
rather
way,
see attack speed
I would see
Varus.
attack speed too. I totally agree. The point I'm trying to make is no matter what this Varus decides to build, he's the main focus here if you're G3.
100%. Yeah, Lionheart's is putting a lot of eggs in the Varus basket.
But they're giving
Um,
him the tools. You know,
mhm,
it's a
protect
big
him.
basket. They got some cushions. You know.
Yeah, he decked it out.
All right, skin to win.
Oh God.
Usually we just go champions. I gotta go personally with Zombie Rise. I use that skin myself when I play Rise. It's probably not the coolest skin here, but I just love that skin personally. I think it looks great in the game. One of my favorites. So just me personally. What do you think?
Champ
Skin to win.
wise, I like Leona. I like the Lunar Eclipse and the Solar Eclipse line. I think Malphite should have gone skinless than Shamrock.
Poor Shamrock, dude. Yeah. I,
It's just
Riot's
puke
gonna get
green.
sued over those terrible skins, dude. What would be cool? You know what they should do
Refund me my
next
RP.
year is no. What they should do is do a skin rework. That would be so pog. I'm actually a genius. Do
That
you know
would
how
actually
much
be pretty
money?
hype.
If they took those cheap skins and spent a little bit of time in making them super cool, you could hype up all the bad skins that people have, make them dope, and then people would buy them. And you put them on the marketplace for what they originally cost and be like, here's your discount skin. Except Shamrock Malphite actually looks cool as hell. He throws a giant, like, 4-leaf clover at you. So,
Yeah, that'd be
yeah,
a
that
pretty
would
cool
be
idea,
so
man.
cool. I should be like marketing lead at Riot. Oh, and it's
Oh,
Commonwealth Esports, everybody.
3 games in a row. All right, pause time.
Support lagging.
So back to the eggs in the basket. Varus,
Sure.
Varus,
It's
lethal
attack speed.
tempo,
Yep.
definitely attack speed Varus. All aftershock Jarvan probably gonna be going tank. All the eggs in this Varus basket. I think it's on Leona to lock him down long enough for the Rise and Kassadin to lay down damage. I think it's gonna
Yeah,
be
pretty much. They can the dive. The one thing we didn't touch on with G3 was they do have the better dive. Well, in theory, they have the better dive. If Rek'Sai and Leona and Caston can get onto Varus, it's gonna get ugly really quickly. The problem
might
is
have-
getting to that game state, getting to that point in the game when that is the reality is going to be very difficult.
I think my prediction for winners is Lionheart Esports based on team comp.
Yep.
But it's, as always, it's going to come down to how the game plays out.
Yeah, it's interesting. Lionheart Esports is 0-2 right now. G3 is 1-1. So we've seen, no upsets today. Monster Mash put in a good showing, and Nocturnal Dragons I think could clean up a few things around their comps and be a little stronger. But it's been this week, or this set of games particularly, has been pretty by the book. The undefeated teams have stayed undefeated, and the winless teams have stayed winless. So history says Lionheart Esports, but comp-wise, they definitely did the right thing. So we'll see how it plays out. Super exciting. We're seeing some 5-point, weird, strange 5-point from
Well, Lionheart is the correct 5-point. I don't know what G3 is
from
doing.
G3. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Leona's kind of walking around. It's fine.
Nobody went aggressive, so it worked out.
They're having fun. Mr. Phantasma and Mr. Mount are having a fun time. And one thing I'm going to touch on, we talked about this every single game last season, but we're in season 2. I'm going to keep talking on it. You don't need to do the bot side leash for your jungler. You don't have to. You can get the early push. So props, mega props to G3 for actually starting red.
Rek'Sai might go for a level 2. Oh no, she needs Tunnel and Burrow. She cannot do level 2s.
Yeah, she can't do level 2.
I think G3's game plan should be to be as safe as possible in the early game. Kinda sucks having the Rek'Sai and wanting to play safe, but the Kassadin, the Corki, the Ryze all scale really, really well. And that's going to be the angle that they're going to have to play on.
Yeah, I think Rek'Sai should have gone for full clear. I think this is a recall for Rek'Sai after this camp.
She can
like
recall,
the
clear
path.
bot side, get grab.
Yeah, it's like a Predator path but without Predator. Oh, nice CC on the Varus. He's got to walk. The damage is going to be a lot though. This is a good trade. Level 1. Lulu can take him. With Ignite first blood to Lulu. That's
Yeah.
You don't see that every day where the level 1 bot lane outplays the level 2, That's
They went in for the.
I
They
think
had the
they
level
just
2
stayed
advantage.
too long. They thought they could win, and
It was.
you gotta pick your poison. Sorry, go ahead.
I'd attribute that one to the creep wave.
Yep.
The creeps were dealing a lot of damage to them because they dived very close to Blue Side's turret.
This is just wild. So I was gonna talk about the mid lane, but they traded, and then top lane traded. It's just, yeah, it's very chaotic. I think we're gonna see maybe 10 kills at 10 minutes. We're kind of on pace for that now. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm saying both teams should be scaling. I think Lionheart has the better team comp, so they want to play around that. G3 has a better scaling team, so they should try to play around that. And then everybody wants to slug it out early.
Everyone wants to fight, yeah. I mean, the shame part here is Ryze had to kind of back up, and they kept going. But man, the Zoe is just bullying this Kassadin. The crazy thing with the Sleepy Trouble Bubble is you hit that, and you basically get 1, a free trade, and then 2, your damage is amplified. I find champions like Nami are really good because they tend to automatically win trades, but no one has a better auto win on a trade in the game than Zoe. If she hits that trouble bubble, there's just nothing you can do. You lose the trade. It's crazy.
I mean, it's rough for Kassadin, being a melee champion. She gets to walk around the wave and try to find the angles. He was smart to go the fleet footwork and corrupting potion just to try to keep himself alive.
Yeah, as much as
through
Dana
Zoe's harass. Same with teleport. just so you can back teleport in without losing much. Tier already for Rise very early in the game off of that assist.
Really nice. Here's Jarvan. Here comes Sleepy Trouble Bubble. We're gonna miss. They're going bot a little bit. Cassian walks out. That was nice. We thought that would be a little more impactful, but
Lots of pings in the river. You know Rek'Sai's there. Rek'Sai sees Jarvan. Rek'Sai beats Jarvan early. 100%.
yeah, this is gonna get ugly. But Cassian is there. Jarvan
Flash
is
for it. Ooh.
really nice. Bot lane 2v2. Corki's dealing damage. He's snared. Varus is getting hit. Blue side TP coming in. The flashes. It looks like a wasted effort on Malphite. He's not level 6. It's level 4. I worry about the TP because you're gonna lose a lot of creeps. I think that
in that wave into turret right now.
Yep.
All he's doing is backing.
Inability to cancel TP was such a huge change.
Yeah.
And yeah, Malphite has to back. I mean, he's gonna lose if he stayed or tried to make anything happen. He'd lose out even more. Varus needs to be extremely careful.
What I found really hilarious about the nerfs that Riot did to TP was that it made it more prevalent in pro play. Like they nerfed it to make it less in pro play, and then it just became more relevant. Because everybody has to take TP now.
Right. There's a concept in economics that we can get into really quickly. It's called like price elasticity, and it basically means that consumers or people or entities or whatever you want to, whatever the example, it's how subject you are to price changes. So like, the classic example is like gasoline, right? People are, go ahead. Yep.
Lulu?
Yeah, Leon's gonna get on Lulu. This is going really good. Corki just does not deal enough damage, dude. That's just
walking
rough.
out with 30 HP.
Yeah, that's a total flop. So basically, you know, getting back into it super quickly. Gasoline, everyone's got to buy gas to fuel their cars. Gas gets more expensive, you still have to buy it. The problem with TP is you still need it. Everyone needs TP. So when TP gets more scarce, more difficult, it just means you need more of it to get the same utility. So it's a tough problem for Riot to solve. I have a lot of empathy for them. It's difficult to solve without ruining the game, because what you don't want is like everyone to take TP and then because it's too good. Now it's so bad everyone takes it. It's like, it's ironic.
Yeah, the fact that you still need to make TP plays even if TP is bad, you have to suck it up and have 3 people take TP.
The problem is that like distance and movement speed is just always going to be better than damage. It's being where you need to be on the map is way more important than like 80 damage from Ignite or whatever.
Plate going down for bot lane. Get some extra gold in Corki's pocket.
Do you think the turret plating? Oh, this is a nice trade by Zoe. Casting ults out. Yeah, it's good on Corki. Where's the money at? So Corki's actually ahead in gold, but he's sitting on so much. He's sitting on 1800. There's no
He's gonna come back. He's almost level 6. He's definitely gonna be stronger than Varus once they hit that point.
Yeah, he's come back with Phage and boots, which I think was the right call. Someone might have gone Sheen, but I think Phage with the movement speed and the ability to dodge things out, super important.
Very aggressive by Varus. Corki has the package here.
Rek'Sai is super aggro, yeah.
I think you're a little bit behind.
Yeah, no, I had it flipped, I'm sorry. I am behind, let me catch this up. So yeah, free dragon. It's just unfortunate.
Infernal too.
Infernal has been doing a lot. This Rise is either gonna get a plate, a kill, or both.
He's been harassing this Malphite. Ooh.
There it is, yep. And
well done. He's been playing this lane very well. He trades very fluidly with this Malphite.
I don't know how I feel about the Catalyst. I think he's probably going for Abyssal Mask.
More than likely. I think it...
But I don't like the Catalyst first item against the Rise. You really need the MR to deal with him.
I think he's in a tough position. He's got 34 CS. He's a TP play hurt him. He's more than 1,000 gold behind Rise. So I think
he gave a lot up though. Like you know you're in a disadvantageous lane. I don't know if Catalyst buys him anything. You know, mana does so much for Ryze. Mana doesn't really do a lot for Malphite, unfortunately.
It might be.
This
just
is a
because
really nice trade. Really good engage by Leona, or I guess defensive maneuver from Leona to counter the Jarvan engage. I was really worried when that fight started that Jarvan was gonna do the EQ ult combo, and it was gonna put him in a world of hurt. So good restraint from Doomsday of Chaos, but yeah, this is pretty red side centric at the moment.
I don't think Corki's the person that you're gonna be throwing the Jarvan ult at. His W is up, his flash is up. If he doesn't want to be in the pit, he's not gonna be in the pit. Leona engage.
Exactly. Nice engage. Leona ult, EQ, Varus knocked up. Really good Lulu ult, but it's too much damage from Rek'Sai. Yeah, this is going full steam ahead. Oh, he missed. Zoe gets the kill. Yup. Yeah, so there's life here. You know, there's life. Lionheart really needs the Zoe to keep doing her thing, and they just need to find somewhere to put the Jarvan. They need to get value from the Jarvan. That's the issue. This is a little scary, especially without Lulu ult. Here he comes. The damage is there. You gotta ult him. Got the flash.
He's so low.
Almost up.
He's got EQ, but he's gonna die when he comes out.
EQ. Nope, he's dead. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Lulu doesn't provide much damage, and just
especially with exhaust. If she had ignite and it was well timed. Oh, Varus needs to get out of there. This TP's coming in. It's a Kassadin. Nope, they're just gonna gentleman's agreement walk out.
Yeah, I think Kassadin's just holding the lane. He can't go into V1. He's not that fit yet.
Yeah.
Tier for Kassadin, so he's going for hyper scaling.
Ryze can definitely kill Malphite here again.
Malphite ulti might. Yeah. Take him out.
Good call. But the Rek'Sai shows up to save the day. Yeah, this is it's a bit volatile, I think. I don't know about the double... Oh, he misbought. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't know about the double lost chapter, if there's a build I'm missing. You know, I've seen weird builds become meta just because of item efficiency. But he undid and went Archangel, so... Yeah, really nice,
I'm surprised no Roa out of Ryze.
The challenge... I think top lane Ryze can't do Roa because of the... Oh, this is a dead Leona, potentially.
That is a tanky Leona. That W provides so much stats early.
I thought... Oh.
Yeah, 41 armor and 38 magic resist.
Rek'Sai is gonna definitely beat... Okay, they're just gonna walk. Yeah, it's I think what we're seeing is a classic misallocation of resources. You know, Corki is kind of the weakest point on the map here for G3, but Lionhearts didn't take advantage. He's now, you know, probably their strongest member, and the Varus's natural advantage has been eroded. The towers are going down. It's just the early game has all come up G3, and I think Rek'Sai can kill Zoe here for sure. Yeah, definitely dead. Just extremely well played by G3. You know, we talked about the comp in the early game. We talked about what teams have what available. It's just
yeah,
it's just difficult.
Crazy in the early game.
Yeah, the outplays are serious, and
Corki should have Triforce on this bag. Ryze already
has the money.
More than halfway to charging up his Archangel staff to Seraph's Embrace.
Yeah, Corki has Triforce package, probably his biggest power spike, and I just see Lionheart as being kind of discombobulated. They had a nice comp, and they built something that can work, but they didn't play to it. I want to see more putting your resources where your power is. The Varus was your win condition. That's what we talked about in the early game.
And they lost lane. The Leona just outdid the Lulu. Now they're turning
But
over.
if Jarvan spends more
Almost
time
far
down
ahead.
there, I think they can make something happen. I think.
Oh, 100%.
It's not Jarvan's fault, right? I don't want to get into the blame game. Oh, is a steal?
Right.
Yup. Oh, he could have. He totally could have.
Now he's dead
This is
for
going to
it,
be a
and there might
huge
more.
play for red side. Is going to make a huge gain here. This is just, you know, carving up the turkey.
Yep.
This is, you know, mid outer, possibly mid inner.
They might take Herald off of it, go turret then Herald. It's huge. They're up
At
2
least
drains.
one turret, probably both turrets, and then maybe Herald. They have at least one tower plating proc or tower proc. Demolish proc. I'm sorry. Nope, they're just gonna back. I bet they go for Herald though. Yeah, you made the right call. Turret then Herald. I forgot that Varus, even without a full completed item, is still gonna wave clear pretty aggressively. So, yeah, this is just this is really good decisive play from G3. They played their lanes out well. They got the advantages when they needed them, and they're making this full AP comp work. I mean, 7-1 Rek'Sai, you can't complain.
Yeah.
11 out of 15 kills, you know. Easily the MVP frontrunner so far.
Almost a 10,000 gold lead on G3 side. Gender's lost. Action. Yeah.
Are they not gonna pause?
For what?
Oh, I thought you said lost connection. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I said action. Because stuff was happening. So, Gender's lost the lane terribly to Rise, so now Rise is lead second most gold in the game behind Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai is 1,300 gold above Rise, and 3,500 gold over Jarvan. He
has full black cleaver. Rek'Sai is incredibly strong right now. Black cleaver, Tabby warrior.
Sadly,
with
Rek'Sai's a hard.
Hail of Blades. I mean, I mean, I guess it goes down to cast or curse, right? Oh, Malphite's totally caught. Rise has this. This was a really nice Rise ult to get everybody in behind. I don't think there's enough. Yup, he can't escape.
Yeah.
Good combo. You know, new meta Edu played that super well. You know, he's been playing fantastic all game. We talked about the Roa earlier a little bit. I just want to touch on it since we have a lull here with the Rise. You can't really go Roa on top lane Rise because it delays. You end up spending so much gold on no meaningful stats that most top laners will run you over. A Malphite won't, but a Kled or somebody else who's much stronger will. So you can't really do.
I would have expected it in this game. Especially with how Fed he is, he can buy the more scaling items and not
he
be
could
punished
now.
for it.
Definitely could if he wanted to.
I think it's a little
he really
late
wants
to get
the
it.
Zhonya's. Oh, this might be a revenge for blue side, but maybe. Oh, Leona just gives no shits. She's just doing her thing.
Avid is Malphite apparently. He's not taking damage from this Rise.
Oh my goodness.
Lulu and Zoe on the other hand.
Rises. They have so much confidence in the Rise's damage. You know, Lord Draken just played that super well and said, hey, we don't care it's a 2v3, we're still gonna do our thing. Oh, that was a mild misplay there.
I don't think he would have killed the Jarvan anyway. Corki doesn't have a lot of damage at the moment. Just the Triforce and boots.
Hey, he's got a dagger. No, big hero play to the Rise though. I think for me, the Rek'Sai is definitely the front runner for MVP, but making top lane Rise work, you know, if you go to UGG, look up top lane Rise, it's probably a 40% win rate being generous. So, you know, honorable mention there to new meta Edu, but I gotta go. So far, MVP is Rek'Sai just because we're just absolutely dumpstering there. Yep, nice two-man death push here. Good Lulu ult. They get the shutdown. That's a big shutdown on Varus. That's exactly what you don't want. Cassidy can escape here, but
looking to go back.
Varus can also kill him. Malphite here, boom! It's another shutdown. Yeah, 2 big shutdowns on Malphite and Varus. That's a little concerning. No,
Heavy
I think Varus
misplay.
got 1,000 gold out of that. He's sitting on 1,300 after that, so Lulu needs
Now
to be super careful.
He is the largest player
Yeah.
on Lionheart Esports at the moment.
So fun fact, Lulu just died. The Corki Gatling gun. Oh my god, another play. So yeah, Leona's gonna go down here. I don't think she can really kill Jarvan unless this hits. Okay, it does.
Auto?
Yep, nice, nice. But okay, fun fact about Lulu. Gatling gun for Corki still goes through bunny form. So, you know, Lulu got the
It's not a
polymorph.
channel.
Corki
It just
Corki
happens.
still did the damage. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah. Corki's E is not a channel. It just, once it happens, it happens.
Yep.
So Rise, full Seraph's Embrace, Zonia's, and Boots. Very strong at the moment. Rek'Sai still largest gold in the game, but it's harder for her to utilize her strength at the moment, just because of how the champion's built and how it's played around. So what happened
Yeah,
with her.
the challenge is she almost has too much gold. It's if that gold was on the Kassadin or on the Rise, I think the game would be more over. The game is definitely close to over. We're still talking about near a 10,000 gold lead. Don't get me wrong.
5 turrets, 3 Drakes, 10,000 gold. It's by far in red side.
Well, we've seen, you know, Varus gets Rage Blade. He's working on it now. Varus gets Rage Blade, Malphite presses R in the late game, Jarvan presses R. It can still happen. It's not like these guys are so tanky. You know, Rek'Sai is still almost full AD. It can happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I think it still should be red side's game, but if I'm looking for the avenue in which blue side wins, it's clear that Varus is still their win condition.
They're not out. They're just very far behind. Malphite looking to flank. Seraph played it on both Rise and Kassadin at the moment.
That will help a ton.
2-item Orgi.
They need to be very careful. Here comes the engage. Lulu is super dead. Jarvan ult. Malphite gets on Corki. Can Malphite kill Corki?
Yes.
Corki and Rek'Sai go down. Shut down Rek'Sai.
Malphite is so tanky against
The
all these
Varus is
heavy
doing
threats.
work, guys. I don't know. This is... It's not ideal. I don't think it's not guaranteed, but that was a really nice Zonia's, but yeah, the Varus is gonna pop off. It's just kind of how it goes. It was a good kill onto the it's a good kill onto the Zoe, but it's still a 4-for-1, 5-for-1. It's you gotta worry about this Varus. He doesn't have Rage Blade yet, and he's already dealing this much damage.
He's
We've already
up
cut the
in
lead
gold.
from 10k down. Yeah, he's in the game, and you have so much utility on Lionheart's esports team. You know, you don't need Malphite to have gold. You don't need Jarvan with all the money. You don't need Lulu with all the money. You just need the money to go to Zoe and Varus. And the problem, sorry, go ahead.
That's the thing with G3 is that all their
Everyone
money's on the
needs money.
Rek'Sai. And what happened that last fight was Rek'Sai went in, tunneled, walked over to the Varus, and Varus just ulted her and right-clicked her down.
I love
wasn't
the soft
anything-
funnel. Varus is scooping up the whole jungle here. He's gotten red buff. He's probably has enough money to... Oh, he definitely has enough money to finish his Rage Blade.
Rage Blade and half an item, probably. See a Zeal.
Rage Blade Fairy Charm, was that on purpose?
I think the
Charm
Fairy Charm was just
from
'cause
laning
the-
phase?
Not from laning phase, just for mid-game sieges, just to have the mana to continue queuing. Because
And he has a
this build of
Negatron,
Varus,
so-
I feel like it's a good choice against all though. Probably
Yeah,
building into a
definitely.
Wit's End.
I would have thought about QSS just because, but yeah, probably Wit's End. So that's a good call.
Yeah. Damage.
I like that Red Side has
First
said,
one,
hey,
too.
we don't want to just straight up fight, let's split push. And they put the Rise on split push duty. He's actually a good split pusher because of the way AP works on auto attacks on turrets. Now red side's going Baron. This is good. You got to pull them apart. Jarvan's and Labas out of the map.
They're very
This is-
split decisive on this. Now they're.
Hey, we threw a little bit. Time to take control of the game. I like it.
Baron's not at half yet. Not even at half.
Malphite needs to be very careful. He should ulti out of here. Oh, he's ulting in. Oh, man. Jarvan with the 3-man knockup and the ult. Varus is free hitting. Corki's dead. Rek'Sai's dead. Ryze gets inhib. I think they can wipe them, though. Kassadin's still around, but
Ooh, missed the
not
ulti.
very strong. Yeah, not a good... Leo's dead.
Dies for Kassadin sins. Ooh,
Nice.
well played by Varus.
pops off, dude. Yeah, Varus super good. I think they can take Baron here. Definitely. Lulu needs to shield herself though and tank. And the reason she needs to do that is because the damage that Varus puts out is being cut so much by being the primary tank.
Ryze behind the team.
Ryze TP. Oh, he can kill.
Ooh, no, he cannot.
Nope, never mind. No, he cannot. He could have though. He definitely could have. Lulu did the right thing. It was really well played. With Varus no ulti though, I think Ryze definitely could have.
I think this
I wonder
Lulu
if
is
Corki
doing a
comes
very
in
good job.
passive. Jarvan needs to run there though.
Corki has 10
Black
seconds on passive. Yep, this Lulu's doing a very good job of keeping the Varus alive. When
5K.
Corki
This
turned
thing
on
is
that
not
split fight.
dying fast.
Ooh, Lulu ults.
Just to keep Malphite up. Jarvan needs to hit the smite. This is good. You gotta get out of dodge, guys.
Leona's on Varus, but nobody else is following.
Yeah, there's no damage. There's Rek'Sai though.
There you go.
It's over. Varus dies. That's pretty much. Malphite got the recall off. That's something. Lulu's gonna get the recall off. Malphite catches the wave.
Jarvan
I still
running
think
for his
this is
life.
a relative win for blue side. Jarvan is definitely dead. But-
They reset the gold lead, but they're gonna lose an Infernal Drake over that, and
I
that's
mean-
3 Infernals.
Game state being relative though, like they're so far behind, they're so screwed. It's so good to get Baron off the board, and at least you kept it on 2 people. Even if they got aced, I think it'd be worse. So at least you don't get sieged out with Baron. They were gonna lose the Infernal no matter what, in my opinion.
Yeah, most likely.
It's pretty good for blue side. Like it's not that they're now in control; they're still on the back foot, but they went from like an unfathomable, deficit to something that might be manageable if you peel for the Varus. And you're
Varus
right,
is
he's got the
huge
wit's
now.
end. Yeah, Varus
He
is
is
a monster.
Second
And
most gold in
Rek'Sai
the
has
game.
fully fallen off. Rek'Ai has completely fallen off, so.
Yep.
I
It's-
expect that
it's not
cloth
Rek'Sai's
armor to
game
become a
anymore.
GA, but that's still a ways off.
It's definitely Leona helping the Rek'Sai more than Rek'Sai doing anything. Rek'Sai can't get onto the Varus himself. Varus ulti and Lulu are enough.
I feel like the Gragas ban here is coming in hugely clutch for Lionheart, because if this was a Gragas, it would be a Gragas, AP, full AP Gragas would be so different, but Rek'Sai, the natural fall off, is really doing a lot of work. And yeah, all eyes on these next fights are for Varus. It's like,
can they keep Varus
Corki
alive?
just walk up and auto this.
Use his rapid fire again. Ryze matching the Zoe in the top lane. Malphite clearing the super creep.
This is mid. They need to just let this go. I know they have Baron buff, but they need to let the inhib go, or the mid tower go.
It's down in an auto. Or he just walks up.
Exactly.
It's his rapid fire.
Creep takes it, yeah.
Ultimates. Malphite ultimate
Ooh,
coming up soon.
Kassadin blows Zhonya, she was slow. Jarvan's gonna try to go in here. Big ulti. Kassadin might die. This is clear Kassadin death. If Jarvan can kill him, one more Q. No, just misses. Zoe's Zhonya-ing. Rek'Sai kills Zoe. Tries to escape. The wheel comes out. Alright. Varus died off screen for me at least. Oh, this is mega spicy. I don't know if there's the damage, especially with that Malphite ult.
Yeah,
If
these are
I'm
very
cast,
split fights over and over again.
yeah, they
The
need to be
divers.
focusing on. So red side needs to be doing what they're doing, right? The diving, the jumping around, letting your minions do the work. But blue side needs to be way more conservative and just give Varus an opportunity to be Varus.
What's happening in these games is, or in these fights, is that the divers on both sides, the Malphite Jarvan, the Rek'Sai Leona, are going in to get at similar times, leaving the backlines alone with the other side's divers. Oh, Malphite up. Back
I like
again.
that Malphite did what he did. I think he bought a ton of time. The inhib respawned. They didn't lose a base tower, I don't think. Yeah, that it was good on Malphite. Like, yeah, he's dead for 40 seconds, but
They couldn't
so
capitalize
what?
on it. No objectives taken. Which I think is good for blue side. They just need money. They just need to drag the game out where
Yep,
items are
the
the goal
longer
to
the game
finish doesn't
goes, the
matter.
more and your goal is blue side. Just let the Varus free. That's all you want. Your goal in life is to let this Varus auto attack. That's
I
all
think
it is. It's
I
very
think
simple win condition.
what
Go ahead.
Lionheart Esports needs to do in these next up and coming fights is watch the divers on G3 side and make sure that they can't have access to the Varus. If Ryze can unabated hit this Varus, she's gonna die,
Yep.
and there's no two buts about it. So instead of diving in onto the quirky, instead use your diving abilities to protect the Varus.
Completely agree. And the last point I want to make around that is don't fight in the jungle. Fight in a lane. Fight in an open territory where you can control the divers. You know, it's so easy for someone like Cassidy to hop over a wall and then the Varus is caught with his pants down. So fight in the middle of the lane. Fight in a sieging position, which is where Varus is going to shine and Zoe's going to shine. So that's really what we want to see out of blue side. Red side, use your 3 Infernal Drakes, run them over, get a pick, win the game. One blue side champion dies, this could easily be 2 inhibs. So
Red
I
side
think
has done
they're
a
gonna
very
wait
good
for
job.
Elder.
Red side has done a very good job setting up vision. If you look over at what blue side can see, they're blind in their entire blue side jungle, all the way up to wolves. So when Baron spawns, it's gonna force them to go check it because
Yep.
Infernals, Rise can just
And
burn
Baron
it
is
down.
spawning now. Yep, there's no vision.
Burning it.
The blue side, all they can see is, nothing. So
Forcing them
Malphite
to
should
come
go.
out.
Oh, here comes the Malphite ult. Yep.
Malphite killed
Varus is
before he
caught
died.
on Jarvan ult though. Varus is hitting, he's free hitting, but there's so much damage in CC coming through. Varus did
probably-
everything he could, but that's definitely the game here. They should just end through mid or top.
Escort the minions through mid.
Yep.
Maybe have the Leona or Rek'Sai face tank to keep the creeps alive. Nope. Just gonna
They'll
let it
have
go.
another wave. They have plenty of time. It's 30 seconds, so they've played pretty well.
I think the slight misplay was Varus was stuck without a flash inside the Jarvan ult.
Jarvan needed to lower his ult. That was the main issue there. If he could have walked away, I think the free hitting would have worked. But yeah, we just talked about it. Don't fight in the jungle, and that's what they ended up doing. I know you have to face check a Baron,
yeah.
but
It was well played by G3 to force
oh,
them
you
into
gotta
that
go for the
position.
guys hitting the Nexus. You had everyone else up in 2 seconds. If you go on the Cassidid and the Rek'Sai, you could have. I don't think they would have, but it's like a
Yeah,
it's like
it's
90
the
10.
3%
It's
chance,
like a
right?
10% chance or like a 0% chance. So yeah, we're getting into the weeds a little bit with that, but overall, good game. I think Lionheart needs to just think about win conditions a little more crisply. Overall, it was a good game. G3 deserved it. Really bold draft. I really like that they went with something that you wouldn't think would work on paper, right? So what do
Yeah.
you got for MVP?
I'm gonna say new meta EDU, 100%. He put a lot of pressure in the top lane, got very far ahead, and he was the one killing Varus in most of those fights. If it wasn't Rek'Sai, it was Ryze doing all the damage. if we look at the damage charts, I'm pretty sure he's top.
Yeah, he did 29,000, almost 30,000 damage. You know, he did almost double the damage of his mid laner. He did almost double the damage of his ADC. He was
And
definitely running the show from a damage department. So I totally agree. I was going to say the same thing. I think early game Rek'Sai ran the show, but they passed the torch on to Ryze really, really beautifully, and he was just super strong. I like the build too. He had the nullifying orb into the death cap.
he just got
Without the
kept the nullifying
healing,
orb.
Morello's isn't really that good. So yeah, really nice.
It's one of the flat M pen, because if you look at what most of the people are building, the two tanks have a bunch of MR. Zoe has nothing. Lulu has Athene's, and Varus has 50 MR off of his Wits End. So cutting 15 out of that is pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Super well played. I love the bold picks, you know. We get so caught up sometimes as a caster desk into analysis and meta and what pro teams are playing and what people think is strong that it's cool to see someone pick out a champ like Ryze and say, "Hey, I can make this 40% win rate champ work as a top laner, and there's nothing you can do about it." So,
Yeah, it really does. It always breaks down to player skill, and G3 earned this one very well, very decisively.
definitely. So I think that's going to do it for us here at the desk. This has been Commonwealth Esports, week 2, set 1, whatever you want to call it, day 1. We're really excited for tomorrow. We got Lionheart. We got all the same guys coming back. First match is Lionheart Esports versus Nocturnal Dragons. Super looking forward to it. Eventually, some teams are going to win, some teams are going to get a loss. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Looking forward to see you soon, and that's us signing out.